Welcome to Poto Pirate Network. I'm here with Coach Jake Hayes, and we're going to talk about this season so far. And they've had such a great start of 5-1, and I know he's a competitor. And while it is a great start, he still wishes he was 6-0, right, Coach? It's
Always,
just,
yes, sir.
it's just how
Always
it
room to get
is.
better.
So, Coach, welcome. So, tell me thus far about season of going 5-1, and just some of the things you've tackled here in Poto as you
Yeah.
now new to the district.
Well, there are definitely worse ways to be than 5-1.
Absolutely.
Thankful for those things. I think sometimes in coaching you get so caught up in it not being perfect that you lose sight of, and trying to, and you're not as thankful for the wins as you should be. And so
Definitely.
we're definitely thankful for the chance to be 5-1, and we're going to enjoy the successes as they come. Obviously, there's a lot to improve on, but so far this season, really happy with our kids. They've run a wing tee offense for the last 6 years, and very happy with how they've been able to acclimate themselves to some new concepts, and also just their attitude about it. Just being able to have change is hard.
Right.
Change is hard,
Definitely.
and to have the all of what they know and what they're comfortable with kind of shaken up over the last 7 or 8 months. I've been pretty happy with their attitude towards it. I've also been pretty pleased with our kids' ability to kind of weather storms. We haven't always performed as we wanted to this season, and our kids' ability to come back on Sunday and look at themselves in the mirror instead of pointing the finger and do all those things. I've been very thankful for as a coach. So happy with that, and we're excited for a chance to everything we want is still in front of us.
Right,
So
absolutely. I mean, you as coaches say, we create our own destiny,
yep,
and you're in the driver's seat.
yep, just win and it takes care of itself. Yep.
So you talked about your offense, coach, and right now you're averaging 34.5 points a game according to my quick stats. But that's one thing I definitely see the big difference in is just the ability to score quick.
Yeah.
When you're down, and the offense has been exciting to be able to watch, and so that's definitely been something that's been entertaining. Defense is allowing a little less than 23 points a game.
Yeah.
You face a tough Ada team that put up quite a few points.
Yeah.
And so, what do you see as McLean coming up this Friday night?
Man, their team speed's incredible. Their team speed is incredible. Their team speed is very similar to how I felt kind of about McAllister.
Okay.
Going into that game with their ability to score from a long ways away, but also to just get the ball. And kind of like in that Ada game, they open up the game and they just throw a hitch route and they score from about 60 yards away. I mean, there's not a lot of scheme to be done with that. I mean, you just got to get them on the ground and do the best you can to force them to your teammates and stuff. So, but with McLean, they'll present similar challenges. They've actually done a very good job of being patient in their offense approach. They've got a couple of really good playmakers that they've made things simple for, and
Right.
they are very patient play calls. They'll throw a 5-yard hitch all the way down the field, and so there's some challenges that are different from the McAllister team that we played and the Ada team that we played, but similar team speed.
Right.
Very similar team speed and how they do things. They've challenged a lot of people. They scored 55 points on Stillwell, which a lot of teams can't do on air. I mean, that's hard.
Yes.
And so that'll be a challenge for us, man. We may have to play like a little bit different style of game. We may have to slow things down. We may have to limit their opportunities, and we're definitely gonna have to shore up the game on special teams. So
Definitely. No, I watching a little bit of McLean film, and definitely don't want him to get on the outside.
no, they're fast, brother. They are
Stay.
fast.
So, coming in new and new spot for you, what are some? Do you have any type of things like pregame rituals as a coach? We all have our little things that we do.
Yeah.
I got to have a Diet Coke and a
Oh yeah, I
Snickers
love Diet Coke.
sometimes.
Love a
So
Diet Coke.
so
Yep.
there's those little things
Yeah.
that what do we not know about you that you have to have or do before
I
that
guess
game?
I don't know. I mean, I was pretty ritualistic as a player. I used to do a haircut the day before game. I used to
Okay.
just buzz my head the day before game. As a coach, it's kind of different just because you're mindful of all the things that have to get done
Right.
for a game. I've noticed myself. This is my first year as a head coach, so it's definitely new. As an offensive coordinator, I used to, pack my bag in a certain way and get ready at the same time in pregame or whatever. And a lot of times now, learning to be a head coach, you feel like you're flying by the seat of your pants a little bit, just trying to make sure everything's done.
Right.
But one of the things I have done and kind of enjoyed doing over the last couple of weeks is I like on the day of a game packing all the waters and coolers and
Okay.
getting stuff ready for the kids and making sure that that stuff is done the right way. And I kind of take some peace and organization. I think
Right.
so. That's kind of what I like to do. And then about an hour before the game, start kind of sitting down and calming your mind down about the game and what all it entails. So
Well, you being a player and collegiately, high school, and now coaching, we all, as coaches, kind of look at it and go, gosh, it was so much easier being a
Oh,
player.
man,
And
it
I tell
is.
my kids all the time, and I've one of my assistants now, played for me, and he always makes a comment of, Coach, I didn't realize how hard it was
It's
and
hard.
everything you do.
It's
And
hard.
so people don't really see all the behind the scene things
Right.
that goes on and the things you do. So,
Right.
well, Coach, we wish you luck this
Yeah,
Friday
thank you.
against McLean, or Thursday, sorry, against McLean. And our next home game is
Be
next
Salsaw,
Friday
yep,
night,
on the
Salsaw,
24th. Yep.
right, 24th. So thanks for joining Poto Pirate Network. Thanks, Coach Hayes, for coming out, and we'll see you next week. Have a good day.